of these houses and their location is kind of a steal. FaZe Clan and Clout Gang live there now, which I thought was kind of an interesting coincidence in the series, that they would both live in these bizarrely identical influencer houses like some kind of digital Twilight Zone, until I learned that basically both clans are the same because they're both owned by a company called W8 Media. They're set to live in those houses until at least 2020, and I know this because I inquired about the next time that the houses would be available. Long story short, I win this year's Streamy for Creepiest Internet Stalker, and I just really wanted to fit this in somewhere because it's interesting, but it had nothing to do with the main points of the other episodes that I'm doing in this series, so now you know.
Brilliant! Yes! I want to do the interview here.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Film Theory, the show that isn't about spilling tea, it's about sipping tea while applying facts. Today I'm continuing to follow in the footsteps of Shane Dawson by exploring all the issues that he didn't in his tell-all series on Jake Paul, or at least all the issues that he allowed Jake to just dismiss.
And I don't even think you're doing it on purpose. I don't think you're manipulating on purpose.
You see, during Shane Dawson's documentary, we come to some of the final moments of the docuseries when Shane finally sits down with Jake. During the conversation, Shane rightfully brings up a video from the channel Nerd City, who's done a pretty darn thorough job of researching Jake's history when it comes to merch, openly claiming that Jake is exploiting and manipulating children by hawking merch to them in every single video.
Out of a 13-minute and 50-second video, nearly 7 minutes of that time is devoted to advertising products.
It's an interesting video, and another fun fact here, Shane may have just been inspired by it when he was brainstorming names for the title of his Jake Paul docuseries.
Inside the mind of Jake Paul.
In response to these allegations, Jake doesn't really have much of an answer. He just vehemently denies that he could possibly manipulate children, calling the claims ridiculous, and that he wants people trying to make the connection to just shut up.
Honestly, I think it's stupid that people think that's manipulative.
Here's the thing though, Jake, and yeah, I'm talking directly to you in hopes that you do end up watching this. I'm not gonna shut up about this. It's important for you to understand why what you're doing is wrong, and not just wrong to little kids, but also illegal, and also against YouTube's ad policies. So even if you don't care about the kids who watch you, do it for that billion-dollar business you're hoping to build up. Cause guess what? Nothing kills a business quite like a class action lawsuit by a bunch of angry parents. Oh yeah, and I know you don't like teachers.
Nothing my teachers taught me in school do I utilize in my day-to-day life.
But don't worry, even though we're covering a lot of educational stuff today, I'll keep it interesting for you.
Like, I wish my teachers did teach me.
I mean, millions of your own dollars are at stake after all. Now, it's important to note that merch itself isn't the problem here, and that a creator isn't wrong to promote their own products. If that were the case, I'd be the pot calling the kettle black, having to do my own series on the manipulation of MatPats. Because, by the way, new Game Theory and Film Theory merch is launching on November 24th, and it looks great! There are hoodies and reversible jackets and socks, and holy crap, why am I not getting in trouble for any of this while our favorite blonde punching bag is? Well, it's because this isn't a kid's show, whereas the Jake Paul channel is. But MatPat, I'm not doing a kid's show, I'm faking pranks with my friends, and fake getting kidnapped by clowns, and doing upshots of girls climbing ladders, and close-ups of my dad kissing girls, and covering up videos where I use racial slurs. Jake, yeah, I know, I hear you, and I get